Well, now, good morning, everybody. Looks like the service is slow here. So, a little quick video about what I do on a daily is I do wildlife control work. It's not for everybody. It's highly certified work. My customers pulling in now, but I just wanted to have a little quick video. I want to show you what we caught last night. It's a little juvenile possum. And he's not main target here today. So I may take him out and I'm going to take him over that way. That's where the deep woods are. That's probably where it came from. Possum very, very lucrative to have in your yard. They make a living on terrestrial insects. Yeah, so he's very much alive. He's just a little guy, a little juvenile. Yeah, he got great teeth. Looks like a little female. So these guys, they eat a lot of terrestrial insects like out here in the yard. They'll dig up worms and, eat. Sometimes they'll eat like little flower buds, but mostly there's this big talk about possums make a living eating ticks, and that is not true at all. Possums are like porcupines, they're hypoallergenic animals, so they don't really have a lot of infections. They're cold-blooded, so they can't carry rabies. There was a few reported cases, but it turns out they were really scientifically dubbed negative. So, but guys are very cute. I think this is a little female. I want her to come out so we can kind of handle her a little bit on video. And I don't recommend doing this. I've handled many animals. I've done this since I was 9 years old. And my customer, so the main target here is skunks. I've gotten 2 so far. There's a 3rd, so that one's going to get rounded up as well. That's the main target. That's what I was called here to remove. So these guys are, he's a non-target. Very cool looking animals, She's in here. I didn't even see it on cam. So I do monitor my sets with trail cams. That's a Cam 3.0. Very reliable camera. Very easy to set up for homeowners and anybody that does WCO type of work, wildlife control operations. They need to have some kind of video for backup. It's always really good stuff to have for insurance purposes and mostly to see what I'm getting into before I get here. So this is a little female, I'm pretty sure. Probably about 5 months old, 6 months old. Mom can have up to 9 to 12 little, kit possums in their belly. They carry them like a kangaroo. They feed them like kangaroos. There's little noodles in there that are nipples that these guys can hang on to and, grow into bigger possums. And this guy, he's probably, like I said, about 5, 6 months old. Very cute. Not aggressive animals once you invade their space, and they're going to take action on that. So, give them a little space. Possums play dead. I can make some noise, and this guy's just going to play dead. And then I'm going to pick him up and move him over here. Leave him in the shade. As soon as I walk away, he'll come back and he'll go on about being a possum. Hopefully, he never comes back here again. This is a nice little learning lesson for animals to, come to a yard, they get captured, they get turned out usually. And these guys are one that we can relocate. So let's see if we can get him out of here. And like I said, don't do this stuff at home, guys. I've done this a billion times, and it's not a dare. It's just to show you that it can be handled. He's not a little bad guy. He's just a little scared, right? So We'll see how he's going to react when I reach in there and touch him. Oh, so he's showing little teeth, right? It's kind of like, hey, don't touch me. Possums are prehensile animals, so you can literally pick him up by his tail. This is a little female. Okay, so let's see if I can get him to come out of here. It's gonna be a little rough on him. Come on. Yeah, let go. There we go. There we go. One white possum. Now he should play dead. I don't know, he's gonna run for it. But I'm just gonna hold on to his tail. There we go. And like I said, we're just gonna walk him over here to the woods. He just musted me. Look at that. Oh boy. So that little green stuff right there, that's their only defense. Like, these guys have a little musty smell to them. I'm trying to sneak out of here from our customer season, but I'll share the video with them. And very much okay, right here. I've never been down this trail, so kind of curious myself as to what's out here. A bunch of yard debris. So, take this guy right here. I'm gonna set him right here by the tree. I'm just gonna grab him and add him to the tree. Hopefully, he'll do something. Go on ahead, bud. There we go. So right there, I'm just gonna let him do what he's doing. He's hauling butt. Like I said, he's just a little juvenile. That's about max speed on a possum right there running. So, like I said, I don't know if the feed's pretty good here. The service is a little shoddy. He didn't mush me. Okay. Great news. I really don't want to smell like locker room all day. It smells like armpit, basically. The air is a little invasive. Yep. So, those caterpillars with fiber on them like that, very, very irritating to people, so don't really want to get around them. So now I can reset. He's not my target catcher, so get my cage reset. I gotta go get some new bait. Put that up in here. You know, and if you guys, you know, follow along in the videos, I only use this style habit heart for skunks and woodchucks. If you catch a raccoon in there, he's going to destroy the door and break out. So we don't need to educate raccoons. There was raccoons here. There was a couple. He was so big. When he tried to go in the entrance here, he picked the door up and dropped the trigger, and the door closed on him, and the cage ended up over here. Yeah, I mean, he spent like a couple hours here trying to figure out what just happened, right? So he got caught in the cage. The camera's right here. Got a really good view on him. So these cameras work on an infrared flash, right? Comes out of here. And people don't understand, like, a lot of animals see in thermal, infrared flashes like these really show up to wildlife. So I have a couple photos of this raccoon just staring at the camera after he wrestled around with the cage. So it was a learning experience for that raccoon, unfortunately. So to catch that one would be in a different method. Probably be a what we got here? But pretty sure this is a rabbit den right here, right? And the reason I know is because if a woodchuck lived here, those rocks wouldn't be there. And you could basically roll a bowling ball right down in that hole. This is a rabbit hole. I see him on cam a couple times over here behind the cage. I swear to God, it's a hare, which are kind of limited in Vermont, so I don't really mess with those guys, rabbits or hares. Everything has a place in the ecosystem. So, you know, if you don't know, do a little research and you'll find out that some animals have a good purpose in the world, on the landscape here, and then some are very destructive. The skunks that were here actually dug up a couple wasp nests that were in the ground over there, and when we come out to do those, very expensive, very dangerous job. So the resident skunk dug that up, beat me to it, saved my customer money and a hassle. But there's always more to the story, so I'm going to show you another thing I found here at this location. Very dangerous to people. German yellow jackets living in the wall space. So I had a video about this the other day, but they're right there. I don't know if you can see them flying around, but not getting much closer now. I'm about 2 foot from them. And those guys will find you on your carbon monoxide trail, so come view the nest and then make space, because your carbon monoxide is going to build up. They'll find your face and you'll get stung in the face. So visit real quick, don't breathe, and get away from it and call a professional. We'll come in and remove that. So hey, everybody that watched the video, the live, it's kind of a pop-up. I don't do them a lot, so thanks for watching, and like and subscribe to the channel. Tri-State Wildlife Exclusion on YouTube. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments, just leave a comment. If you got questions about what's going on over there, I'll answer them. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you on the next video.